Well, hello, my friends. I'm I'm excited to be able to share this with you. I started this challenge. This is Tracie Fox Creative Creep on June. You've probably seen a little bit here and there on the internet. I mean, on YouTube. But she's got this awesome kit and freebies to go with this. Now, this is kind of like a murder mystery, ghost story, but it's not all that scary. It's just a little bit creepy. And I am falling in love with all of this stuff. When I first started, now it started the first day of June, and I did not start. I'm not even sure when I started, like the 4th day of June or something like that. So I had to go back and do, the first couple of days, and I just did real simple, quickie things. And today I'm just going to show you what I did for day 1 and day 2. And I know that this challenge thing is going to be over June 30th, but there's a lot of people who have just now started making their day 1 and day 2, so it's never too late. I doubt that any of this is going to be taken down, and the YouTube videos are going to be there, so whenever you guys want to start, if you want to do this, it'd be great. You'll have so much fun. Okay, so I will link the Tracie Fox Creative group under this video, and I'll link her kit. Buy the kit. I think there's a paper kit and a main kit with the ephemera, and that each day there's a story that goes along with it. There's a freebie. You have to subscribe to her website. She's got a free members area. You just got to sign up, like you do for all the freebies. And then at some point we'll start making these. I'll start making these with you, because I probably am going to be working with this kit for months and months, because I see a lot of potential in here. Okay, so day number 1 was, I think, totally freebies. No, I guess it wasn't totally freebies, because some of this was from the kit. But Tracie Fox actually did day number 1, and there's actually a calendar to all of the videos. It links you directly to the videos. I'm sorry about that shadow. That's my head in the light, and I can't figure out how to get it out. Here. Oh, I'm sorry about the shaking. Maybe that'll help a little bit. The camera is hooked to the table, so every time I move it shakes, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix that. But anyway, day number 1 was making a file folder of the investigative team, CPI, committee of, what does it say? Committee of Psychical Investigations, CPI. And this Craftly Hall, it's called Craftly Hall, was CPI case number 374. This was freebies. She gave there are 3 investigators in the case, and here's a map of Craftly Hall. Is this in the scene? In the camera? Yeah. There's a map of Craftly Hall, and there's actually this is, I'm not exactly sure what this is called. It says this adventure, this Jew, whatever this says. I thought it said this adventure. What does this say? This indenture. I should know what indenture means. But anyway, this is the document, and I just tied a piece of twine around it. And this is a wax seal. There's a couple of different wax seals in the kit. And there's actually a story that you can print out. And I keep thinking it'd be neat to read the story, although I may need to get Tracie's permission to read the story. But the story's in the freebie. You just go download the story and print it out. It's like 9 pages long of story. So there's plenty of adventure and information to go all month long. And the main head investigator's name was Ernest. What was his name? Where is it here? Ernest Brundle. And this is one of his associates named Carl Edwards. She gives you all this really cool stuff. And this lady's name is Dorothy Blakely. Now, she's also one of the investigative team. And she printed kind of purple because I was running out of ink. This is an awesome kit, but it has taken a lot of ink. I've since gotten signed up with Instant Ink, so hopefully I won't run out of ink anymore. Okay, so this was day number 1. I didn't get his associates' portfolios, or whatever you want to call it. I didn't get them done. Maybe we'll do those on camera here. Maybe that'll be the first thing we do on camera at some point. And this was also day number 1. I just made a little notebook. This is part of the printable, but this, I believe this came from the kit. This is not in the freebie. And I just put empty copy papers in here, made it look like a little journal, and tied it with, what is this? I could have tied it with twine. You can tie it with anything. This is actually like plastic rope ribbon that came from some sort of packaging that I got in the mail, and I just saved it because it looked interesting. I think I probably put black paint on it to make it look aged. But anyway, that was also part of day 1. And another part of day 1 was this, because in the story there was a man with his finger missing, or a hand found in the story. And Tracie actually made this, and I forgot to add my picture window until later, so mine's a little bit bunged up and messed up, but it's still the same. This is how Tracie made hers for the hand to go in and out like this. And this is actually Craftley Hall, the old manor. And inside here, and she gives you one of these, either a thing like this, or a file folder, or a coin pocket, a coin envelope. And then there's a day bit. I don't think I have the day bit for day number 1 in here. But in here is like the title. What is this? The deed. This is the deed to oh, I do have day number 1 in here. I just don't have it labeled day number 1. This is the story bit for day number 1. The site was a settlement that was decimated by plague in 1665. So now I just glued that onto the deed. I just tied a piece of twine around it, and I think this is open to be just a journal card. And these are, I think this is Rose and Jeffrey, the original owners. I have to go back and read the story again. I know Rose and Jeffrey are owners, and Rose's cousin Alice comes to stay with them. I don't remember if they are the second owners. They're the original owners, because the story is coming back to me. Rose and Jeffrey, they're the original owners. So anyway, the original owners, and the title, here's another wax seal. This is the Craftley Hall symbol seal, a raven. Okay, so these go in this pocket that I made. And this is also day 1. Okay, that's day 1. Day 1 was pretty big. Day 2, I don't really remember the video for day 2, but this was the tag for day 2. She gave us a raven, and then this whatever this is called, and I did not make a pocket out of it. I've gotten to so that I've started making pockets out of all of these. And this was the story bit for day number 2. See, at some point I started labeling them so that, because there's going to be 30 days and I didn't know. Well, if you go back to look, I've got a box. I should have showed you my box. I'll show you my box next video, because I'll go through and show you all of my tags, and then when I get done, we'll come back and I'll start recreating day number 1. Okay, so day number 2 story bit says, in the early 1700s, a church was built on the plot with a small cemetery. Now, this was the tag for the day, and, you know, in the beginning of this, I had no clue. I'm so new to junk journaling, I had no clue what I was doing. I just thought it sounded fun, so I just jumped in. Somewhere along the way, I feel like I gained a little bit of educational knowledge, and so I'm excited to go back and recreate all of these. So here's the raven, and I painted some cardstock and cut it in little strips. This is actually some scrappy stuff from another project that I made with black cardstock that I painted black. And they were laying on my table, so I just used them, and I thought, oh, that's kind of Edgar Allan Poe-ish. Okay, so that's day number 2, and because I felt like I kind of wimped out on day number 2, I made another one. And on all of the printables, at the bottom, there is this thing, Tracie Fox Creative, and this whole thing is called The Curious Case of Craftly Hall. And I went ahead and cut one out and inked it and put it in here, because at some point I'm going to forget where I learned all of this, and I'm going to want a reference point, somebody to a way to get back to knowing who did it, who taught me, and where I found it. So anyway, that's why I put that there. And I just put a little bit of lace here. I got these little clips. I found these, you know, I don't remember if I got these off of Temu or Amazon, but they're not Tim Holtz. I've been learning about Tim Holtz also. But anyway, I kind of like these little clips. See how big they are? See my thumb? Anyway, okay, so I put a little piece of lace here. This is I think an open card. No, it's not. Back here on the back of this clip, this is another part of the kit. And if you remove these, you know, I've inked them all, and it's all journal space. You know, you can journal on all of this. I should have probably inked a little bit around here, but we will when we go back and recreate all of this. So anyway, that is day 1 and day 2. And this is just such an awesome kit. It's so big, and it's got so much neat stuff. There's so much possibility. You know, if you don't like ghost stories, you'll find something in here that you like, because it's not really ghostly. I mean, she's even gone in and added a love story part for Rose and Jeffrey, because that Rose and her sister Alice, this might be Alice, Rose's cousin, not her sister, her cousin, they worked in the factory that Jeffrey owned, and they both got sick. And anyway, the story goes on and on. And so anyway, well, I'll find it. It's here on my table somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so that's day 1 and day 2, and I will link the kit and the group and her site under this video in case you want to start the challenge. And don't be worried that it's not the 1st of June, because when I get done with these videos showing you what I've done, we'll come back and we'll start recreating from day number 1. People are going to be working with this kit for many months. They've already said that. There are some fabulous makes. There's a shadow box, and there's lots of 3D things. So anyway, that's my day 1 and day 2. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and like the video, like my channel, and hang around for another video. You know, keep an eye on my video channel, because I'm going to be going through all my days, probably maybe more than 2 at a time. It's just day 1 was so big, I don't want the videos to be very long. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.